Welcome to today's breakthrough call. We're very, very, very excited to be with you guys today. We have an amazing call. We have tons of information. We have great speakers that are going to be doing some amazing trainings today. We have a lot to cover, in-house information that you guys are requesting, and we want to make sure that we get the right information out there to you guys. So thank you so much for being here today, where we are ready to start the call. We will be uploading this call hopefully by tomorrow. It's a recorded call, so you guys can share it with your teams. We're going to be putting it on the 801-704-6800 number. I think it's option number 2. So you guys can listen to it and share it with your team so people can call in 24/7. So how about if we start with our call? We have our own Leisel Mower here with us, and she is one of our main guests in this call. She usually has her Australia, New Zealand call every other Friday, and she's here with us today, helping us out with our breakthrough call. So welcome to the call.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've said that one of us Mowers will try and make it on your breakthrough call. So it'll be fun to have us come on and chat, and I'll have a turn. I'll be on here more often, and it will be great.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and start today with the promos. So, okay. October promo. I know that we've gotten a whole bunch of calls. Here we are. We have the October promo, if you guys can see it. 2 Avengers, 2 Spectramax, for $262 distributor price, $262 PV, $231 CV. That's preferred customer price will be $288, $287 PV, $254 CV. Okay.
So what happened?
Promo. Huh?
So what happened to the promo?
Okay, I'm getting there. Savings of $46. Okay, so on the scoop, you'll see a different savings. Okay, it was a typo, but it's actually $46 savings. Great products, Spectramax, 74 essential key, chelated minerals, great product. Do not take it on an empty stomach, but everything that you need to make sure that you have all the nutrients in your body. And Avenger is an amazing product as well.
And I always like to remind people, Spectramax, Tom Senior's favorite product. So anytime we talk about that, I always think about him and saying, if you could just take one sizzle product, that would be it. Yes,
exactly. So you get a chance to save and buying 2 and 2, just starting tomorrow. We had a little hiccup on the person that's usually creates this queue and uploads the product wasn't here. Long story short, we tried to do it. We couldn't, but tomorrow morning when that person comes back to work, he'll create this queue, and hopefully by 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, this queue should be this promo should be up. So we apologize about that. We usually have everything ready. There was like a little hiccup. It's our bad, 100%. But that should be available tomorrow in the morning. So we'll send out a communication as soon as it's up on social media and email. We'll send a massive text, and the group text that we have. We'll be recording our WhatsApp call also tomorrow, and we'll make sure that we mention all this information there so people can call in and know what's going on. But once again, we apologize about that, but the promo is amazing, and it starts tomorrow. So make sure that you guys at least tell your teams what it is, to make sure that they call in or place their order in their back office.
Right. So apologies there for sure from us. So the deal of the day coming up this month, we know everybody likes to know about these, is going to be on the 18th. We try and do it pretty much same time each month. So mark your calendars for that deal of the day on the 18th. We're not telling them product.
No, we're not. No. But it's going to be a great product. This one.
Timely for the season.
Yes, for the season. Exactly. Yeah. It'll definitely help a lot. It's a 24-hour sales. Starts at 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. the following day, Utah time.
So space out your calls if you can. Last month, we had so many people really loving the promo. And at the end of the day, everybody was trying to get on. We had a lot of people who struggled with that. We want to work with you if you really get to the end of the day and you can't get this product ordered. But if you can think about it earlier in the day, just try and order it as early as you can? Or what are the times they say is the best, Milo?
In the mornings, we open at 7 a.m. Utah time, 9 a.m. Eastern. That's the first day. In the mornings is way better. Don't wait until the second day at 9:55 to call in, please. You know who we're talking about. I can see some of you on the camera. So
and we get not only people who obviously they're busy during the day, but then you're competing with the Australian distributors and others, who that's their daytime too. So,
right.
It got kind of crazy this last month. So we want you to get the deal of the day for sure. So.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of hold times, and let's why don't we talk about that right now, especially right now, being the first of the month and the backdating, we will actually touch on that as well. We were a couple of agents down, and there was a big hold time. We completely understand and apologize about that. And the managers, we're hopping on the phones to help place orders, do backdates, things like that. So. Make sure that you guys, if there's a long hold, what I recommend is call in the morning and request a callback. If you request a callback in the morning, the system will automatically put you into the queue, and the system will automatically call you to help you on any way. If you call at half an hour or an hour before we close and the queue's still up or the hold times are still up, the system won't get to you because it'll shut down right at 9. So make sure you call in the morning. If you don't want to be on hold for an hour, just request a callback and the system will call you. But make sure that you're ready, near your phone to answer that call when you call back. So
I actually love callbacks. I have a bank and I'll call and they will consistently say that I have a half hour to 45-minute wait time, which is so ridiculous. And in the past, if it's been important, I haven't ever thought, oh gosh, do I, I'm just worried about callbacks, but I love callbacks. As long as I have my phone with me, I can do a lot of other things and they always get back with you. It's super convenient. So if you get that option, take it. And like Milo said, make sure you're available, but it's a great option.
Yep. So that was a big thing today. Another thing about the back dates, make sure that you train your teams that the last day to order for the month is the last day of the month, right? We usually have like today for emergencies in order to backdate a couple orders here and there. We want to make sure that everybody understands that, okay, the second or the third is the last day to backdate and close a month. That's not really accurate, okay? Make sure that you train your teams that the last day of the month is the last day of the month. If there's an emergency here and there, then we can probably backdate that order or two. But we want to make sure that everybody just, does that the right way because these hold times, because we had a hold time and on Friday, we just said, okay, let's just help them, backdating these orders today because of that. So please make sure that we train our teams, to close a month at last day. So having said that, we have Mower Mountain. The Mower Mountain contest, started in August, and we want to make sure that everybody knows we are giving, there'll be a monthly winner every month until Mower Mountain next year. In August, we had a glitch on the system, and we couldn't get the report to work correctly. But Brian Yoder was our winner in the month of August. So congratulations to Brian. So how the system works is that we're going to be counting the points every single individual month, and the person who has the most points, the more activity during that particular month is the winner. That doesn't mean like right now you go into the leaderboard and you'll see a different name for September, but that's counting the both months. So on this month, and actually, well, Brian, we sent a sizzle hat to him, and once again, congratulations for everything that you did in August. You were amazing, Brian. For the month of September, our winner for this month of September goes to Matthew and Lydian Miller. So for earning the most points in the month of September. So congratulations, Matthew and Lydian. For that, we will be sending you guys a sizzle backpack. Any of you that came to Mower Mountain, that everybody got one. Amazing. They're awesome backpacks. I have one. I use it all the time for the gym. We'll be sending you this backpack during the next week. So congratulations to you both. And for next month, well, actually for this month of October, it's going to be a pouch of Sizzle Cafe instant coffee. Okay, so that's what it's going to be, a bag of instant coffee for the winner of this month of October. And we will send you also a Sizzle Cafe recipe book. So that's going to be the winners for the month of October. So make sure that you guys, keep doing what you're doing, recruiting, maintaining, ranking up in order for you guys to get these monthly prize winners. Prices.
Exactly. And congratulations to you guys. That's awesome. And Brian, so talking about back orders. So this is actually a hilarious story for Milo and I, that we did the WhatsApp call last week and we did this big play on it. We're going to talk about back orders, and we were silent, and we thought we were so funny. We don't have any. And literally hours later, we had 3. And we're like, wait, what? I mean, because we call around and we ask, and I don't know. So sometimes if you look at us and say, do you guys even know what's going on? Sometimes we don't. And things take us by surprise. But we were like, I cannot believe it. So we do have some backordered products, and we spent a good part of an hour tracking down for sure what was on backorder, for sure what's not. So we've got the coffee, which is what did we get a timeline on that we can?
No, no. I know so for the coffee for the sachets, we don't do the sachets in-house. We send it to a different company to do the sachets. We have a sachet machine that as long as we keep getting bags, we keep putting back in inventory. But we're waiting for the mother load, of thousands of bags here that are going to be here pretty soon. So we don't know exactly the time. But hopefully between the next week or so, we will have that coffee, the instant coffee, available. We
hate to give you dates, but some of these are so close. So
yeah, we don't give you dates because we get calls and say, you said that it was today, and it's not.
It's so true. Balance D. I know. Balance D. Close, very close. And we're just going to say it's close-ish. Rapid
by the end of this week.
Rapid repair, yeah. I think by the end of this week, and that's putting it at the far end. So I think you guys will get that very quick. Rapid repair, and we didn't give a date on that, did we?
No.
That one was a complete surprise, even to me. And the dish soap, and we did get a date on that. Did we get a date on that?
Yeah, that's 2 weeks. In
2 weeks on the dish soap.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So the coffee, Balance D, rapid repair, and dish soap. And like I say, I don't think any of those are long-term products. So we'll work hard to get those off for you guys.
Right. You want to talk about the nice surprise that we have for this winter?
I know. So I'm going to read just a little bit. Milo's like, don't read, but I'm going to read some because it's so cool. I know, but I have to. I'm so excited about this because in Sizzle, we haven't really had a full blooming holiday catalog. We've had a few fun things here and there. This is something that we're going to have every year. It's so cool. I'm going to read a few things and you're going to get some words that you're going to be like, what? Because it's very cool. So the holidays are here. And before you know it, we want to help you make your holiday gifting as effortless as possible. So we've been busy assembling, and they're absolutely beautiful, holiday catalog selection that will include amazing brand new products. So brand new products, guys. And they're very cool, as well as some of your favorites existing that represent each of the product lines. So there will be a pack, each of the product lines. Some will have brand new products. Some will have existing products. It is way cool. So these packs will include a gift item also that's packaged in there to go along with whatever that pack is. So a fun little thing. And then, of course, the bags and boxes. So really easy for you to share by yourself. You can, so these are coming very quickly. Later this month, you'll start getting some emails, texts that include pictures, the brochure and the catalog itself is going to be very soon, so you can see it, pass it out, take a look at it. It's exciting, but the new products I'm loving, interspersed with some of our existing ones in the packs. And then, of course, the new ones will be available after that. So some cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. What I love about these packs is all these packs have come with a little swag with our logo. Depending on what product it is, product line, we have a little swag item to go with them.
Right.
And the price is not like $500 or it's, it's 20, 25, 30,
right. Very affordable.
Packs that you guys can share.
I don't think they go over 30 at all.
I don't think so.
So it's a great price because, around Christmas, I'm always looking for tons of presents like that in that price range. So one every product line I love. So you can have lots to choose from. What did you say?
Yeah, tons of presents is right.
I know.
So this will probably start the beginning of November when these packs are going to be available. So we're super excited for that. We had a meeting a couple of days ago and we saw everything that each pack has and the pricing and the PV and everything. And that's just going to help us, close this year strong for sure.
Absolutely. You can have these gifts sent directly to the recipient with a gift card on it that we'll fill out for you. So some really cool options there for you guys once you see this holiday brochure.
Right.
So
absolutely.
Very, very fun.
It's a great program. Another thing that we have, obviously Silver. We launched Silver. It's been an amazing launch. In 2 weeks, we ran the numbers, and there's literally thousands of bottles already sold. It's amazing. We've already seen some testimonials, and we'll obviously have a couple testimonials here with us today, so people can kind of hear from themselves how this product has changed their lives. So I've been traveling. We went to Masters and we launched it there. But even when people that came to Mower Mountain, and when we actually went to I think Tom went to a Masters, I went to a mini Masters in Lancaster, we took some of this product, and just by that one, I think it was a 1 or 2 ounce little bottle that we gave away, there was amazing testimonials on how with 2 ounces that they had, they would change people's lives already. So I know, Leisel, you have this one great testimony. Why don't you share it with everybody?
Yeah, I actually do. And I've spoken a little bit about, a health issue that I've been struggling with the past couple of years. I actually was at my dad's house, staying at his house when it all kind of blew up and, went to the hospital and realized I'd had, a lung issue that was progressing. And so my dad was always looking for different things for me to take. And of course, the hydrogen and so many other products he was looking at. And as different things you can do for your lungs. Your lungs are different, and that they don't repair themselves. And but Milo came across a study done with Silver that directly tested with somebody that had the same lung issue that I had. So he said to me, gosh, you might really want to try this. My dad had bought me an atomizer that I had kind of made a tent with, that I had done the hydrogen with through the years, and it had definitely helped. And I read this study that Milo had sent to me, and then I read these parents' remarks in this calendar and the amount of silver that they used and exactly how it had helped their son. And I was really excited about it because it definitely, like I said, the same issue that I had with verified results there. And they talked, about their doctor and stuff. So I was excited, and, it was before we had it out. So we grabbed me a couple of small bottles, and I took that home and used what my dad had bought me, that atomizer, and started to do the same thing that I had done with the hydrogen. And I totally was telling Milo, I feel a difference. Now, part of my issue is, I'll get a buildup in my lung of mucus. And then eventually, after a while, as it starts to cause problems, I'll have to go in there and have a bronchoscopy and have it taken out and stuff and cleared out. I feel like, and it will be very interesting for me to go to the doctor, but it seems to be loosening it more on its own, which is a good thing for me, because that's what I don't want, is for it to, get in there and become impacted. That's part of the problem. And I told Milo, and I was very skeptical, just because, like I say, it's very difficult to find, especially if you've got a lot of damages, it's difficult to find something that will have a result like this. I was really amazed. I told Milo, I totally see a difference. And this is only this hasn't been that long, because really until Milo gave me that study, I hadn't really thought about what it could do, for my lungs. And I was super excited just from reading these parents thing. And I can put that study out for anybody who wants it. The amounts that they were giving from their son, the amount that I've been using. But I'm just telling you, if you do have any lung issues, I've noticed a big difference in a way I probably haven't with any other product that I've tried to date for the issue that I've had. So like I said, my dad, he did so much homework, bless his heart, I love him, of different things that we could do. He was so funny, a super funny story. I came to work once, and Milo can tell you that I came in his office and he said, I have a shot I want you to take. And I'm like, wait, what? He was just looking, and I love him for that. And I tried everything he did. And the first thing he would have done is say, get right on the silver. And so I did. I'm definitely seeing some changes in how my lungs are behaving. And I absolutely love that. So that's my testimonial. It's, for me, a strong one, because like I say, I haven't been able to find a lot of things that have caused too much of an improvement. So this is a big win for me. So I love it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Leisel. Appreciate it. We have incredible stories. And just, when we were talking about that with Leisel, I'm like, she's like very particular in what she takes. And I'm like, well, give a shot and see how it works. And she came back, she's like, that's amazing. So, so congrats on that, Leisel, and for actually listening to me for once. Anyway, we also have Mr. Anthony Baccini. Anthony has a great testimonial of the product, and I think I've heard of it. And I called him or texted him this morning. I'm like, you need to help us share this story with everybody. So, Anthony, can you share how silver is helping you in your life?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Milo. I feel, Leisel's story is awesome and life changing. Mine's not as life changing, but it is. It's still a testimonial about a new product, which is cool. And I was just thinking about it. Where Tom Sr. helped with Leisel so much. Thomas was actually the reason why I needed to have a Sizzle Silver testimonial, because I had just gotten, it was at Mount Mountain, I had just gotten my coffee, my water. I didn't even put the instant coffee in it yet. And he had the first time he came to see me, gave me a big bear hug, and he just happened to get me right where I was holding my coffee, and it got on my arm. And it was, it's definitely burned. We were just leaving to go up to like the Mount Mountain Day. So we always use Terminator. So we soaked up, I think it was just a paper towel or a napkin or something in Terminator. And I was the one driving up. So I was driving with one hand and just letting the Terminator sit on it. And then we got up to, I'm going to call it field day. I don't know. Mount Mountain Day. But we got up there and it became increasingly difficult to keep my hand like this, because I was going to hug everybody, and the thing kept falling in the gravel. It's like, I probably shouldn't put gravel on my freshly burned. So I ended up throwing that out. And Naomi Peachy, she works with a lot with people who have burns, and she actually suggested the cucumber lime, which was at the hand wash station. So just put it on and leave it for, we're going to be doing all these things. Just leave it on there. And then whenever you go to the bathroom, wash it off and put it on another layer. So I just did that for all of the field day. And it wasn't burning. It wasn't hurting. It definitely hurt at first, but the Terminator always helps with the pain of it. So then they did the cucumber lime. And then the next day we got the small, 2-ounce Sizzle Silver samples. And my thought, and we got deodorant samples, which is important too. So my thought was, I'm going to put the silver on there based off of everything they said. If the colloidal silver is why the cucumber lime would help, then obviously, the tincture, which is going to be more concentrated, is definitely going to help. So I was putting it on there, but I didn't have, we were watching, people do the trainings and stuff. I didn't have cotton or anything to leave it on there. So I actually applied the deodorant on my wrist. And you can't, if you're looking at the video, you can't tell. This was all burned here, but now it's nothing. It's not even there. So that was pretty awesome. And Naomi said, I talked to her once I got home. She said it was probably, if not second degree, very close to second degree burns with how it had just started to blister a little bit and things like that. So pretty cool. And on a much lighter note, we don't have the deodorant quite yet, but there will be the silver deodorant coming out. But I have deodorant at my house, and I have Sizzle Silver at my house. So I've been putting the silver on my deodorant before I put it on. And I think it's working pretty good. So I've been testing for all different things. Some of the stuff's still in development, but we'll keep you posted on that. But thank you for letting me share with everybody.
And Anthony, I wonder if you being around the Mowers is good luck for you.
Not
around Thomas.
Maybe not.
Well, you come out all fine at the end, right?
We'll come out okay.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Right. Great story.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we've seen a whole bunch of stories, and obviously, the launch of silver really reflected on the volume and on the numbers this month. We were running some numbers. We usually have an executive meeting every Monday, and today being the first Monday of the month, I run the report comparing this month of the month of September with the previous month of August, and we grew over 10% compared to August, which is amazing. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to run these numbers compared to September of last year, which was one of our record-breaking years. And it was 31% growth compared to September of 2021. And then I'm like, I'm going to go, an extra mile and see what 2020 compared to 2020. And if you guys remember, 2020 was an amazing year for Sizzle. Well, we grew 90% compared to September of 2020, which is amazing. And it's all, because of you guys, because the excitement, because you're going out there sharing the Mower mission, because our products work, period. If the products didn't work, believe me, we wouldn't be here at all. So we appreciate everything you guys do, for Sizzle, and for always being there and making sure that you guys do your part, your events every day, every week, your taste and talks, masters, mini masters, everything you guys do. We'll be traveling, the rest of this year. I know Leisel will be somewhere in November, Indiana. I'm going to give you some dates in October that I'll be there with Miss Lisa Baccini in Indiana as well. October 17th, I'll be in Middlebury. October 18th, we'll be in Ligonier. 19th, we'll be in LaGrange. 20th in Topeka. 21st in Shipshewana. 21st, again, 2 meetings at Shipshewana. That's great. One is in the morning and one's at the evening. And on the 22nd, I'll be at Shipshewana as well. That's actually going to be an English meeting at noon. And at 6:30, we're going to have a Spanish meeting. So I can speak a little Spanish, so we can. If you guys have anybody in that area that speaks Spanish, send them that way. We have the flyer everywhere. Call customer service if you have more information on these dates, and we'll give out more information on the WhatsApp call and next month on the trips that Leisel will be going to. And December we have 5th, 6th, and 7th. I think we have the Christmas parties in Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. We can't wait for those as well. So we have great things. We have a couple guests also. We were talking about what topics can we touch on today. So I like sports a lot, and right now it's football season. I know Leisel, I think, played volleyball back in the day when she was younger. We will always look for the fourth quarter. We would play the whole game. I know in basketball we have quarters. Leisel, you remember your fourth quarter in volleyball?
Yeah, the fourth quarter is always most important in volleyball.
Okay, so I guess there's no quarters in volleyball, but whatever.
Those last few sets are important. Yeah.
My point is that in most of the sports, you want to play during the whole game, but the fourth quarter is when you really want to step it up, right? You really want to focus on closing hard, focusing, and doing the right things, to help your teammates, help you win the game. Right now, we are up, obviously, compared to last year, but we want to close even stronger. That's why we have the catalogs. That's why we're traveling every single month at the end of the year. That's why there's a lot of things that we're doing to make sure that you guys, feel support and are supported, in our end from corporate in order to you guys be successful. So we have a couple people that are going to help us, and tell us exactly what they're doing in order to help their team close a year strong and start the fourth quarter the strong way. The first one we have is Mr. David and Rachel Esh. They're from Pennsylvania. We are a very, very successful couple. They work in the business. They go to every single event. They help their downline. They travel. They do all these things. They've been in the company for years. I'm not sure exactly how many, but I'm sure that they're going to be telling us. So David and Rachel, if you can please unmute yourselves. Thank you so much for being today here with us at the call, and take it away.
Well, it's good to be here. Thank you for having us. Sizzle makes it easy with the quality of products they have. It's just not that hard to sell. So just briefly, just a few ideas that, we had some of our team just this past weekend had a retreat at one of our Airbnb properties. And so basically they put a challenge out to them saying, hey, let's look what we can achieve for a certain amount of time and then take them for a fun weekend somewhere. Put that out to your team, maybe action oriented, maybe also results, and just put it out there. And then, as far as just like you and selling products and building a team, I would probably say that maybe try to add value to others and maybe stop trying to sell so hard, but rather just provide value and always try to give more in value than what you're getting in payment. And that can be with a lot of things like time and other resources. Doesn't have to do with money. And Sizzle is a good example of that with their products. Their products are probably worth 3 or 4 times more than what we're paying for them. And so I think that's a good example of what we can do for others. And that can be with our time. Maybe rather than trying to sell somebody a Sizzle product, maybe just spend some time with them, listen to them, or have a conversation with them, build that relationship, and maybe share and give a product to them and let them try it. And rather than just, if you were to try to walk up to 100 different people and say, hey, this sport is a great product, do you want to buy it? You're probably going to get turned down 99 times. Whereas if you give 10 people a product and share it with them and something that you can be passionate about, the chances of you selling 1 or 2 or 3 of those is probably pretty good. So provide value and share, the value you have in yourself. And each one of us has a unique value within us. And, don't be afraid to share that. And don't be shy about, the company you're with and the products you love. And don't be that proudly humble person that doesn't want to talk and share their gifts, but stop being so prideful and actually share what God has put within you. So obviously there's all kinds of, things you can do to run fast and hard and keep that momentum. But I think most of us realize that relationships and helping others is going to work in the long run. A great book to read that I've read recently is Go Giver. And it's on Audible as well. I forget who the author is, but really, really good book. It's an easy read, really fun read. It's kind of like a storybook. And read that and apply some of those principles to your business and to your life. It's really good. Do you have anything you want to share?
So I just really love the idea of providing value to people, because there definitely is this thing of, if you trust someone by, having received value from them, having watched them, you build that trust, and then you're far more likely to buy something from them. So that's one thing I really try to do, is focusing on providing value before trying to sell the product. And one thing I want to do with my team to finish the end of the year strong is try to do the monthly team meets, but I would like to provide or come up with a challenge. Haven't fine detailed it yet, but some kind of challenge, like David was saying, some of our team members have done. That was just really good to inspire them to do. Like, I want to make the challenge action oriented to where they have to do the steps that it takes, instead of focusing too much on the result, but the results will follow, I think. So yeah, I'm excited and really super excited with how fast this company is growing. My mind was just blown. The last day of the month of September, I was looking at the volume. I'm like, wow, it just keeps jumping. This past month was really good. But yeah,
provide more value than what you're getting in payment, and always give more than what you're getting. And don't focus so much on selling, but focus on building those relationships. And as Marianne always says, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and don't forget that, like, just enjoying each moment. So thanks for having us, Milo. We're honored to be on here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for your time and for your advice. Yes, definitely. Adding value to the product, to the company is amazing. One thing that I really, really love that you guys said is build relationships and don't try to sell anything, because we don't want that. We want to make sure that you guys tell your story. When you go to the movies and you say, oh, yeah, I love this movie because this and that, you really are showing an interest because you really love that experience of going to seeing that particular movie, that you want the rest of the people around you to feel the same experience that you had. Exactly with our products, the same thing. When you try sport, when you try whatever, it's like, what, guys, this product really changed my life because of that. Building relationships that would really, really help your business for sure. I love that. And thank you so much. Guys, you guys were super, super successful. And I love that, you start creating contests. Everybody loves a contest. Yes. Everybody wants to win something, and to be.
You don't have to wait on us to do it,
Right.
Absolutely. And I don't mean to interrupt you, Milo. I loved what David had said too about, stepping up. And we sometimes think of ourselves as a certain way, and we can't be different. And, sometimes other people think of us in that way as well. And I'm a mom of 5 kids, and sometimes I've caught myself doing that with my kids, and it's made me really rethink and think, why would I do that? And Milo knows my kids. I have 2 sons who are in sales, and I have 1 son who's super outgoing. He talks to everybody, and, just people are drawn to him. He just has that quality, and it's awesome. Then I have a son who's very quiet and he's shy. And I remember, and when in the company he's in, he kept talking about not wanting to go into sales. And I remember kind of going with him on that, like, yeah, that might not be, your thing, And he's like, no, well, he got pushed into it. And at first he was very stressed. And luckily he had someone there who really believed in him. And of course, they trained him, and he started doing inside sales, and he worked his way up through this company. But I remember him talking to me and just saying, I can't do this and I'll be miserable. And I love this company and I'll leave, because it's so not him. And I just said, Colin, just do a good job. And it's what you can add. And I love the add value, because Colin is not one who talks a lot, funny jokes, whatever, but he's a hard worker and he gets it done, which is exactly what these salesmen want. And Colin now is becoming one of their biggest outside salesmen. And how much he's making is blown him and I away. I do his taxes. And I just said to him, this is awesome. And I felt a little guilty, because even I just thought, well, maybe sales isn't for Colin. He's been and he just said, Mom, this has given me so much confidence in myself to really know I can go in there and just be me. And people want to work with me because he adds value. He's not there trying to talk them into anything. He's there helping them. What do you need? And he gets it for them, exactly what they want. He works hard. And that's the value that people are looking for, and of course, my son with the personality, great, good for him too. And that works for him. But I just wanted to say that, because sometimes I love, David, when you say step out, and, Colin got that push, and luckily for someone who believed in him at his company. and it's what he needed. And it's completely changed the trajectory of his career. And I'm so thankful for that. So really push yourself to get outside your comfort zone, because you never know where you'll go.
Exactly. And we've seen that a lot during the years with different people that are super shy and don't go on stage. And now we have a hard time getting them off the stage because they're so comfortable talking. But yeah, that one step of stepping out of our comfort zone, a lot of people don't take, but we've seen it over and over and over with different leaders that, you know, that does pay off to step out of the comfort zone and add that value that you guys were saying and help other people. And now they're managing and they're talking to more people and being even more successful. So thank you so much for that, Leisel, and thank you so much, David and Rachel, for your time and all the words. Really going to help a lot of people. So keep doing what you're doing. And let's go out there and keep sharing the Mower mission. And then last but not least, we have our one of our 7 stars from Pennsylvania, Miss Elsie Stoltzfus. She's been super successful also, you know, going out, training, doing meetings, doing even parties. We actually had my last tour. She had like a summer picnic at her property. I think there were over 100 people. She opened it to everybody, not just her team. People are coming from everywhere, and just her and Steven and her and their kids, just all of them. And the team, obviously her team, helping everyone with contests, with products, with games, with food, just to make sure that we keep holding those bonds, those relationships stronger. And I feel that's very key for somebody to be successful, is creating those bonds as a Sizzle family, not just for your team, but for everybody, to make sure that we're on the same page and we share that positive energy with people. So, and we asked Elsie to be here with us. So Elsie, thank you so much for being on this call. Welcome to the call.
Good evening, Milo. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
I'm on the road, so hopefully I don't get cut off. But what a packed call. We have so much to go and work with. And you wondered about what can we do to end the year strong. There's many things that we can do. And like Leisel was saying with her sons, that story is awesome. The most important thing is be you. Don't forget who you are and work with what you have. Because if you're trying to be somebody else, you won't really get very far. But when we go to look at the end of the year, what can we do? The first thing I usually like to do is, where were my goals set at in January? What did I picture the end of the year to look like? Did I have a team volume goal? What was that? And am I almost there? So look at your volume and look at where you want to be in December. And if you didn't set any goals, it's not too late. You can set some tonight. We still have 3 months left, and it's the 3 best months of the year. So figure out your volume goal. Let's say maybe you're at 30,000 right now, and you want your volume to be 50,000 by the end of the year. You're going to have to do some work, but figure out, okay, I would need approximately, 7,000-8,000 in 3 different legs. And what can I do with those 3 teams? Who are the people in those teams? And call them and ask them if they can, if they know of anybody who would be interested in hosting an open house to share the new Christmas catalog. That is going to be so much fun. You could do that. You could do customer appreciations. You can do tasting talks and figure out where you need the volume, how much you need in each leg, and then work there. Because you can set goals, you can imagine this volume in your head, figure, where you want to be. But unless you and your team put the work in, it's not going to happen. And like we heard at Masters with the 3 circles that, can't think of it, Joe Thomas shared, the be, do, and have. You have to start in the center. You have to be hardworking. You have to be caring. You have to be sharing, and you have to be a be kind of person. And then you can do the things with your team. Be the kind of person you want your team to be, and then do the things you want your team to be, so that you and your team can have success together. There's so many awesome things coming, and we can just like Leisel said, be you and have fun with it. And you'll be surprised. You'll be so amazed at what you can do with it. You can do figure out how many meetings you can do in a month. That's usually what I like to do. And then go with that. You might have to do some traveling. If traveling isn't for you, do some phone work, do some phone meetings, or encourage your team to do little coffee events. And then, it's just so much fun seeing your team blossom. And rather than waiting on your upline, hey, when can you come help me do an event? Think about who can you help put together a little event, and that will be much more rewarding to you and your team member, because you will have done the work and you will feel the results firsthand. So work hard, dream hard, and you'll have so much fun with your team growing together. So back to you, Milo. Thanks for all you're doing. The silver testimonials are awesome. That's very inspiring to hear that, Leisel. And, I had to think, when we hear a Mower company owners actually using the product and sharing their testimonial firsthand, that is priceless. So back to you, everyone. Have a great week and go out there and share.
Thanks, Elsie.
Yeah, thank you so much, Elsie. We appreciate everything that you guys do and the leadership that you do. I know that you're traveling on the road right now and going to do more meetings just to make sure that you close the year strong. And yeah, goals are important, guys. And to be completely honest with you, Elsie is one of the few that actually sends me the vision board every single year. At the beginning of the year, she sends this, okay, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to get, the following year. And I always see a picture of that. And when I go and visit, you showed me a couple of years the past, all the things that you've had and what you've accomplished with Sizzle and the amount of people that you've helped. So right now, let's do something fun this last quarter. Everybody on this call and is going to be sharing this with your teams and making sure that you guys put a goal. Look at your volume, where it's at by the end of September, and make a goal, 5%, 10%. How many calls you're going to make a week. We've talked about goals before. We want to talk about short-term goals and long-term goals. So make sure that you guys do something by daily. I'm going to do 2 contacts every day, or I'm going to do 2 different calls every day. From this week, I'm going to do a total of 10. For the month, we're going to have a total of 2 different signups. But make sure that you do these goals, by week and a month, and see where you guys want to see your volume by the end of the month. We talked a little about visualizing your dreams during Masters. When whoever went to Masters, and see where you want to be. Make sure that you can see yourself, like Elsie was saying. Okay, I want to be this rank. I want to be helping this amount of people. I want to make sure that I have these people in my organization. But imagine yourself doing that. Imagine yourself reaching those goals and blessing these people. So let's make sure that we do that. Everybody here. Talk to your teams, do the same thing, duplicate and share this message with everybody. Let's go ahead and close this year strong. Like I say, according to the trends, this year is going to be the best year in Sizzle, that we've had. When we are super, super excited. And we're excited for 2023. The things that we have, the new products, the new programs, the things that we're working on right now, it's going to be amazing. And we say that all the time, and we always deliver. We said that last year, and we're keeping our promise to be make 2022 the best year ever. We've seen it every single month after month in the numbers. Are we perfect? No. Are we making mistakes in the past? Yes. Are we going to make mistakes in the future? Yes. But that makes us stronger. That makes us, more wise on what we want to do, what works and what not. And thank you so much for letting us know what works for you guys, what doesn't work, what you need, what you don't. The communication that we have with the field is amazing right now. The trust that we have with the field is amazing. The relationships that we're building with the field is amazing. So we were very, very grateful for everything that you guys do, for the communication. If it's good or not, we take it. Believe me, today, for the whole time, I know Laura's laughing, and I'm not going to say that Laura sent me the text, but I got, several texts saying, what's going on? Why is this? Why is that? And you're right to ask, but at the same time, we tell you exactly what's going on. So, and we appreciate your help to help your teams, place your orders and close a month. We're a team, guys. And like we're going back to that analogy of sports and volleyball. We are a team, and we want to make sure that every single one of our players are happy and they know what everybody's doing. We're all on the same page. We know what the play is going to be to close this fourth quarter as strong as possible. The defense that we're going to play, the offense that we're going to play, who has, each responsibility. So we want to make sure that we keep that communication open. We keep those goals, in our sights, where we want to be, and make sure that us as a team, with corporate and with the field, have the same objectives. So for me, I'm committed to help you guys, close the year, close the year strong. If you guys need me to do more presentations, more Zoom calls with compensation plans, more three-way calls with leaders, guys, use us. I'm sure that Leisel will be more than willing to do calls as well. She's already committed with you guys. So make sure that you, email us, email customer service, go through them. We'll make sure that we do our part as well to close this year strong with you guys. So Lisa, if you want to close this call and give us your feedback, that we appreciate that. Yeah,
I'll actually give you, I was listening to Elsie, and I did not know that she sent you her dream boards, and I'm a big believer in envisioning things and picturing yourself doing this. When I was younger, that really, I couldn't imagine, how that could even work. And as you get older and you really truly see how, to me, it's almost scientific in how it works. I know that sounds so weird because they say it's the opposite of it, but everything my dad said is based in science. And so when Elsie was saying that, I literally was picturing her at Mower Mountain getting her award. I mean, the best award you can get in Sizzle. And how cool for her to keep sending the dream boards to Milo and then getting Bull of the Woods. I mean, so cool. So it works. She's a testament to that, as are many of the other leaders coming up within Sizzle, and the ones who've been with us for a long time. They're absolutely proving that if you keep at it, and truly one thing I take away from so many people is the helping people. It's not about going and trying to push products down someone's throat. It's really about seeing what the need is and how you can help them, and really caring about a person first, understanding that person, like Rachel said, and their life. And that doesn't always mean talking about products. And then when you have that trust, like she said, then you have a relationship, that's successful. And I think if we all realize that and see where that success comes, and why so many people here in these organizations who are applying that concept are being so successful, because it's real, it's authentic. And that's the best kind of relationship to have with anybody. And I love to see that. So I appreciate you guys having me on tonight. It's been such a great call. Glad you guys could have me share. We've got some great things to support you guys through the end of the year. I'm so excited for the holiday catalog. And look what Elsie said. Start having some parties, start having some get-togethers. Hey, we're going to talk about the holiday catalog. Have your own promotions about certain things you give away on the holiday catalog for people who come. So, think outside the box, do some fun things. We're going to keep giving you guys some different products and promotions like that, and some seasonal products that are going to come every single season from here on out. Weight loss is right after that. So guys, we've got some cool things coming. It's a great year. Going to be an even better one next year, but we'll finish this one out strong. Have a great night, and thanks for joining us, everybody.